His girlfriend has a deadly secret, but stopping her could be fatal.
My son is fighting for his life.
Seven's Home and Away, next.
Previously on Home and Away.
I just think we should just be friends. For a moment there, I thought it could be more.
It can be more. All you need to do is give it a chance.
But I can't promise I'm ever going to change my mind.
And lucky for you, I'm a very patient man.
Well, I'm sure she will appreciate all the effort you went to for dinner.
Well, considering she was unconscious for most of it, I doubt it.
Well, I'm sure it's a one-off. Bye.
I did go to a lot of effort, and it's like it meant nothing to you.
Romeo, I was drunk.
I know. I was there.
It's not exactly like I'm going to rehab or anything.
Oh, don't bring Ruby into this.
I didn't. Maybe we should just drop the subject altogether.
It's the chemicals missing from the school. Zave, I'm the one that stole them. It's all part of the plan. Well, don't just stand there, say something.
What are you thinking? Are you insane?
You promised you wouldn't freak out. I told you I wanted to do something big.
I thought you meant releasing bunny rabbits that have been experimented on, not stealing bottles that have skulls and crossbones on them.
I knew I shouldn't have told you.
How'd you come up with this idea? Was it Renee?
No, I thought of it myself.
You said he was involved.
Yeah, he was giving me advice.
What did he tell you? That you're crazy?
I don't want to talk about this anymore.
What is it that you're going to do exactly? Make a bomb and blow up the factory?
Yes, Xavier. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to mix it all together and create a Molotov cocktail like they do in Europe.
Are you serious?
No, of course not.
How am I supposed to know? You say you want to attack this factory. How else can you do it with the chemicals?
I don't know, lots of ways.
Yeah? How?
Look, can we just forget it? Forget the whole thing. You didn't see anything, you didn't hear anything, and we did not have this conversation.
April.
Look, if you want to go back on your word, that's fine. But the least you can do is keep your mouth shut, all right?
All right.
And since there's nothing further to discuss...
Here we have the comatose Indy, known for its ability to sleep both at night and during the day.
Shut up, Dex.
A beautiful creature when hibernated, yes, but when awake, a completely different story, especially when provoked. Oh, case in point.
Dex, we live on a farm. Isn't there actual wildlife you could film?
In case you haven't noticed, we didn't actually own any wildlife. Well, apart from the one-legged magpie Marilyn insists on feeding. So, how was the toga party? Sufficiently bacchanalian? Do you remember everything you did? Everyone you did it to? And what about Romeo? I heard you stayed at his place last night. Why isn't he here tending your furrowed brow? Isn't that one of his duties under the boyfriend code?
I don't want to talk about this.
And here we have the creature slipping back into attack mode as soon as mating rituals are mentioned, or lack thereof.
This interview is over.
Trying to capture the essence of both Mother Nature and Father Time.
Well, paint drying might also be very fun to film.
Please wait until you see the end product before you start criticizing Gidget. I guarantee it'll be riveting viewing. Did you really come all the way over here to slam my directing style? Or do you want me to film you doing some totally gnarly bitchin' surfing moves, dude?
Well, actually, I came to ask about Indy. She's usually here this time in the morning, and I don't know where she is. Is everything all right?
Indy's Indy.
Well, I actually heard she had a fight with Romeo the other night. Do you know anything about that?
No, I wouldn't know.
Or do you think you could find out?
Why don't you?
Because I don't want them to think I'm being nosy.
You are being nosy.
Yeah, but they can't know that, because then I can't help them. But I have to find out first what's going on.
Look, I'd really rather stay out of it. I don't have the time or patience to deal in teen angst.
Okay. But I'm warning you, if she is having problems with Romeo, it means a lot of moping. Hogging the DVD player, love song dedications, staring out windows.
Okay, I get it. Mood indigo.
Yeah.
I'll see what I can do.
That's my man, but remember, Dexter, be subtle about it.
Subtle's my middle name. So, I hear you fighting with my sister. What's that all about?
Why do you ask?
Just curious. No, concerned. I'm concerned. So, how mad are you at it on a scale of 1 to 10?
Stay out of it, Dex.
I'm just trying to help, man. What can she do to make it better? Flowers, an apology? She could commission Mr. Murphy to write you a song. That'd be nice.
If Indy wants to ask me a question, she should do it herself, not get her little brother to do it for her.
She didn't send me.
You're right.
I'm serious. Ask her. No, don't ask her.
There is no point in me talking to her because she's probably too busy sleeping in or going to parties or doing whatever it is that uni students do while we're at school.
Okay, so this is about her being at uni and you being here stuck at school.
No, that's not it at all. And if that's what she thinks, you can tell she's wrong.
All right. What about this one? Too much for lunch?
No, it's fine.
Huh.
I just don't understand why you want to bother.
Okay. He's made a mistake, and yeah, it was a big one. But you know what? We all do make mistakes.
If you ask me, the guy's a smug, self-absorbed egomaniac.
Well, no one is asking you to go out with him.
Okay, I'm sorry. I know you like him.
Yeah, I do. You know, I like him. And yeah, he has faults, but this is the first time that we're actually going to have lunch together without all the outside problems.
And that outside pressure wouldn't include Elijah, would it?
Elijah was getting on with his life. It's about time I did the same.
Oh, so Robert isn't just the consolation prize. I mean, you could actually see yourself having a future with him.
Right now, I just want to take it one date at a time.
What are you plotting now? Building weapons of mass destruction?
I thought we weren't going to talk about this anymore.
It's pretty hard to get finding out your girlfriend's an eco-terrorist.
Well, I'm not a terrorist. Look, Zave, I've got a lot of schoolwork to do, so...
I'm not leaving until you tell me how blowing up a factory is good for the environment.
I wasn't going to blow it up. I'm just going to damage the machinery a little.
Because that's good for the ozone layer.
It'll make people stand up and take notice.
April, people could get hurt.
I'll make sure that no one gets hurt.
How?
Well, I'll take precautions.
What are you, some sort of Greenpeace MacGyver? Do you even know how you're going to break into the factory?
Yes. I'll climb over the fence or something.
Something. Great plan.
Look, you don't want to be a part of this. I get
Do you know
that.
how dangerous those chemicals are to carry around? They could mix with other chemicals in the factory in a really bad way. There are so many things that could go wrong. You have to make sure it's the right temperature, mixed in the right amounts. What if their chemicals are flammable? You could cause an explosion that you didn't expect. And you're keeping them in your bedroom?
Hey, what do you know about any of this?
I looked it up on the net, which is more than you've seemed to have done.
Renee was going to tell me what to do, but you scared him off with your stupid email.
Great, so it's my fault now.
Yeah, I don't have to put up with this.
Indy, hey. So, I was talking with Romeo this morning, you know, just hanging out like a couple of guys do, and I got the feeling that he was kind of annoyed with you. So, what's going on there and how can he make it better?
Why do you care?
Because I'm your brother and I want you to be happy.
Did Romeo put you up to this?
No.
So you and Romeo were just hanging out at the Lockwoods talking about me.
Yeah? Doesn't that sound believable?
You know, if Romeo wants to complain, tell him he can do it to my face.
Hey, Dex, so what did Romeo say?
Not much.
Okay, well, what about Indy then?
Again, not much. Both of them were still pretty angry at each other, but I'm not really sure how much of that was my fault.
All right, so what are they angry about?
Ruby, I'm actually a little bit scarred by the whole experience. I'm kind of hoping to put it behind me.
You can't give up that easily.
You obviously don't know me that well.
Dexter!
Why do you care so much anyway?
Because they're fighting and it sounds bad and they could break up. If you know that you can help someone from making a huge mistake, you should at least try, right?
You can try. I'm done.
My second year in the force was spent in the delightfully named town of Yakandanda.
Where my triumphs included solving a P&C tuck shop embezzlement and the murder of 10 chickens by a particularly hungry kelp.
Have you ever wondered whether you made the wrong decision going into the force?